y'all, it's Mila the Wanderlust here. I'm going to go ahead and finish out my Road to 30 series today. So if you haven't seen my last couple of videos, I am telling you guys about my rough journey to turning 30 years old, the expectations and goals that I had before turning 30 and how I accomplished some of them and some of them I did not, and my world flipped upside down before it all happened. So I've kind of like led you up to this point. The last two goals that we're going to talk about today is moving to my dream city and having a healthy relationship, and the two of them kind of tie in together, and it makes the story that I'm finally going to tell make sense. So again, my other goals were being in my career of choice, being in shape, being financially stable. Yeah, so go look at the other videos where I talk about those in depth. So being in shape, being financially stable, being in my career of choice, having a healthy career, moving to my dream city, they all tie into how I ended up, like I mentioned in the first couple of videos, basically broke, homeless, carless. So let's just go all the way back. In in May of 2021, I had my tummy tuck and skin removal surgery, and I was living in my own apartment. I was working 2 jobs, and I pretty much decided, you know, every time I want to do something extra, like have a cosmetic surgery or go out of the country or whatever it is I want to do, I always have to pick up a second job. I make enough at my current career to cover my expenses, but it's usually the extra. And when I say cover my expenses, I mean like rent, gas, groceries, utilities, flat tire, anything that may come up. I can afford those things. But if I want to like go on a trip or something like that, I have to like pick up a second job and save and plan. So I was like, I'm really tired of having to pick up a second job every time I want to do something. So in June, I bought an Airbnb course, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this course as a way for me to make some passive income, and I was like, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I was telling telling a family member I may have to pick up a 3rd job so I can save up the money to open up an Airbnb unit. And so this family member and I were kind of talking about putting our resources together. They were living in a house, and they had basically said their rent was going to go up a certain amount, and that me and Annie could come there and pay the difference of the amount that their rent was going up. That way we both could save our money, and we could do the Airbnb unit together and make this passive income together. So my lease was up on June 30th, and I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my stuff in storage. I'm gonna move in with this family member, and we're gonna run this money up together, and I'm hoping by January of 2023 we can have a unit open, and I will move back into my place, and I won't need a second job anymore because I'll have this passive income. Well, me and this family member, we went on a trip to Italy and Greece in July, right after I had moved and put all my stuff in storage. Some of my stuff I threw away, I sold it. I just kind of was like, you know, the next time I move, I don't want this stuff. I want to start completely over. So I had got rid of most of my stuff, and then the stuff that I decided to keep, I put it in storage. We got into an argument. I won't say what the argument was about because it's really not important at this point. But after we got in that argument, that family member pretty much told me, I don't know if you coming to stay with me is such a good idea. Because of this argument, I'm just not sure how we would get along with you staying with me. So I'm in Italy, and I'm like realizing damn, when I get home, I don't have anywhere to live, because this is where I was supposed to go when I got back to the States, and now this person is telling me they don't want me to come. So I was, you know, looking at rooms for rent. I was basically headed back to my mom's house, because that was the only place that I had to go, was my mom's house. So, but keep in mind though, my mom lives in South Carolina and I was living in South Carolina, and this family member was living in Georgia, and I had already moved all of my stuff down to Georgia. So when I came back from Italy, I flew into JFK. I had to use my benefits to fly to Atlanta, and I went and packed up my stuff in my car and I got on the road. Well, I was so stressed out about the whole thing that I'm not gonna lie, I was distracted. I was on my phone, I was looking up places to stay, I was looking up extra ways to make money, like Ubering or door dashing. I was just doing all kind of stuff. I had on these Adidas slides, and my Adidas slide got, like, literally, I had the gas pedal, my Adidas slide was underneath it, and my foot was on top of the gas pedal. So I'm like pulling, trying to get the Adidas slide from under the pedal, and it's causing me to hit down on the gas, and I end up rear-ending somebody. And I rear-ended them pretty hard, and the airbags deployed in my car, so my car was totaled. And I was in Augusta, which is 2 hours from Atlanta and about 3.5 from the part of South Carolina where my mom lives. And so I literally was just like, nobody's gonna come and get me, and even if they can come get me, it's gonna be several hours. So the police officer who assisted me drove me to the nearest hotel, and I got a room, and I just stayed there for the night. And I actually text my mom and I was like, I don't really want to talk about it, but I just need you to come get me. And she came and got me from Augusta the next morning, and we grabbed what we could out of my car and we kept going on to South Carolina. Luckily for me, my baby brother, his father had just given him a car for his graduation, and so, but he didn't have a license yet. So I asked him, can I use your car to get around until I can get me another one? And he said yes. I wanted to try to look cute today, which I feel like I never look cute when I have my real hair out because I hate it. But I'm probably not going to get my hair done until Jamaica. But I am in my brother's car. Thanks, Dylan. Headed to Augusta, Georgia to get my car. Not get it, but get the stuff out of it. And what's weird is I have a video. This will be a part of a video that I know I'm going to film already. I have the idea for it. And things have hit the fan. Like, not homeless, but not where I wanted to be. You know, like just at my mom's house. Not carless because I'm using my brother's car, but not my car. But I don't know. I feel happy. And I'm like riding down the street questioning myself, trying to figure out, why do you feel happy when things have hit the fan in this manner? But I feel happy, and I feel like that's true happiness. played out this way for a reason, and everything's gonna be okay. Everything's always okay. I'm very resilient, and I always make it through whatever I go through. But I'm gonna be okay, and I feel happy. But anyways, I just want to share that. I look tired as always. I feel like the jet lag from Italy hit me this week. Like on Wednesday, I felt like a bus ran over me. I was in the bed like with my laptop working all day. I still have not caught up on sleep. Weird, I still got things to do. But I'm gonna try to get everything that I have to get done today. And on Sunday, I am not moving. I'm not going anywhere. All right, y'all. All right, you guys. Not at the record lot. I got everything I need. Well, almost everything. I got one more thing to grab out of Dakota. That was my car's name. And then I'm done. Gonna put this Toyota stuff back in there. Not that I need it. This was my keychain. It ripped, or it broke during the wreck. I thought it broke during the wreck, but it looks like I just need to loop a key through it, which is crazy. I got this when I got my first car, so I'm glad that it's not broken. But I'm gonna put this back in, grab Dylan's graduation thing, and then I'm done. So I used my baby brother's car, what was that, July? It probably for about 4 months, because I didn't get another vehicle until November. So that brings me to having a healthy relationship, because in June of last year I met and started dating who is now my partner. We met through Facebook. You know, he hit me up on Facebook, and it kind of just went from there with us, you know, talking and texting and getting to know each other. And we both work in the travel industry, so we were talking probably from like June to October before we even saw each other in person. But we just both kind of really liked each other. Like, the conversation was really good. So we dated for a while from about June to February of 2023, and we made things official in 2023. He helped me get the car that I have now. I do have an older car, but it's a nice car. It's a 2007 Lexus ES350. When we got it, it was not in the best shape. I got the loan through Navy Federal. It was only a $10,000 loan. There was a lot of things wrong with it, but him and his father fixed everything that was wrong with the car, and now it runs fine. I drove it all the way from South Carolina to Houston, and yeah, it's been good. I have to say, when I ended my last relationship, I took some time to myself, because that was a on and off again 10-year relationship. It was not that good of a relationship, and if you're interested, I'll explain that in a different video. But I wrote down all the things that I wanted in a guy, and my partner is those things that I wrote down. He definitely is. Even things that I forgot, like I said, I want my spouse to be really smart, and he's really smart. Now, sometimes he's a little bit of a know-it-all because he's smart, but he's smart. So when you write down your intentions, be like very specific about it. So getting with my partner is how I ended up moving to Houston, because he's a truck driver and his base is Houston. And at first we were just kind of doing the long distance thing, and then I had kind of said, you know, I'm probably just going to get me another place in South Carolina. And he already had his place here since January of 2023. But I didn't want to, like, impose. Like, he didn't invite me to come. So I was just like, let me get my own place. And this was, you know, after I had gotten a second job in South Carolina. Gotten all the things done for the Airbnb business that I set out to do in the first place. So I got the website for my business. I took business photos. I got a business phone number, a business address. I paid someone to do the website. I got my EIN number. I got the LLC. I was doing things to build the business credit on Dun & Bradstreet. And actually, probably just last month, I finally got the score that's needed to get approved for a unit if I want one. So you guys, I'm trying not to show you all my business. So I got the camera over here. But this is Nav, what I'm using to track my personal credit and my business credit. And I've been working so hard on my business credit. And you guys, look. Oh my god. So I have a 46, excuse my nails. I'm taking my press-ons off. Focus. Anyways, I have a 46 for Experian. And for the longest, y'all, do y'all see? My freaking Dun & Bradstreet number was at 0. It was at 0 for like the last couple months. And I was like, oh my god, what am I doing wrong? You guys, Dun & Bradstreet is at an 80. And so like, just so you know, an 80 is what I need for my business. Like, in order to get approved for what I'm trying to do for my business, an 80 is what I need. You're being recorded.
Why?
It's for my vlog.
Why would you put my ugly face on your vlog looking like this?
This is gonna be hilarious footage. 'Cause I need your real reaction.
To what?
Check me out.
Yeah!
Exactly.
Finally.
Right. Which I do still want one. But we were in talks, me and my partner, about me getting my own place. And based on what he had going on at the time and what I had going on at the time, it just made more sense for me to come to Houston. So we talked about it and I agreed, and I moved here on August 13th.
So you just probably need to get it detailed real quick. You know who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had this like crazy turf for a minute. I was like, this is hideous. So we ripped up the turf and kind of, you know, just spruced it up a little bit, gave it a little woman's touch. So. And then yeah, so we got some blackout curtains here. I would just recommend getting like a long, thick tension rod because those are heavy. That's the only thing we didn't get a chance to do with the storm rolling in. But you do have two. I mean, everything interior-wise, with the exception of the paneling and the wood, I mean, that's all new. So it's like $500 worth of Target stuff there that you get to start out with. And then, like I said, I would just do a tension rod, big one, here to here, and then just run those blackout curtains if you want to sleep in them. You got $800 worth of tent right here. That's all brand new, fresh, ready to roll.
Oh, the windows are already
all brand new. Yep. We have those stripped and done. We have a tent guy that we use, so did that for you. Yeah, the bus door I think is nice too. It kind of gives you, you know, all that height that you need. I mean, I'm 6'1" and I'm still not hitting.
So, in conclusion, my life fell apart. It did. I have never, as an adult, had to go back and I guess stay with my mom after moving out. I have never not had a car since I've been an adult. I never thought I would have to be using my little brother's car, but I do feel like it was all a part of the journey. I have never ever in my life been like, well, I'm gonna move to Texas, I'm gonna move to Houston. There's nothing about Houston that's appealing to me. It actually just reminds me of Atlanta, which is where I grew up. But I have to say that we've created a nice life here in Houston, for me, for him, for Annie, our child. And it was all worth it. And so I'm going on a trip next week, and after that trip I plan on really buckling down and focusing on making sure that I get my Airbnb unit open by January, because now I've done everything that I needed to do on the business side with the business credit. Now I just need to open the open the unit. The family member that I fell out with, we are okay now. We talked about, you know, who did what, how we felt, that kind of thing. And when I feel like when we talked, we both kind of understood where the other was coming from. They are still helping me with the unit. Actually, they gave me all the furniture for the very first unit, so I already have the furniture for the first unit. It is in a storage, and when I open it up in January, I will be using that furniture and we will be tackling this thing together. And it's just life, guys. Like, sometimes you and your family members don't get along, and this is probably like the biggest fallout and the biggest like aftermath of a fallout. But again, I feel like it happened the way that it was supposed to, because I never would have imagined that I would be in Houston with my partner, about to go on a wonderful trip. And you know, I have a older car, but the newer car that I had, I was upside down in that car note. I got a bad deal. When I say upside down, I was paying it on time, but it just seemed like I was never gonna pay that car off. I went through Navy Federal with this car. The interest rate is very good, and I can tell it's not gonna take me that long to pay this car off. And my partner is very good with cars, so if anything happens to it, he can fix it. So again, everything just, it's like a all's well ends well. And that's what ended up happening, though. That's why I was off of YouTube. When I was in South Carolina, at my mom's house, my two little brothers still live with her, and she has a dog of her own plus my dog, so it was really, really loud at her house. And so I did have a friend that was letting me use his apartment during the day, because he wasn't there, so that I could work where it was quiet. And I did record a couple videos in his apartment, but it just didn't feel right. It just felt like you're just here and you're not explaining to anybody where you're here or where you're at. The last we heard, you were moving. Like, I have videos where there was like boxes in the background, and I told y'all that I was moving, and then I was just in this apartment with this random furniture that wasn't mine. And it just, I was like, you know what, I just need to take a step back from YouTube for a second and get myself together. So that's it, guys. Like I said, I would have never imagined that I was gonna be back living with my mom with no car at 30, but it happened the way that it was supposed to. And I plan on taking y'all on the journey of my retreat that I'm going to next week. And I'm gonna also take y'all on the journey of finishing my business, getting this unit open. And I'm just so excited, and I hope y'all come along with me for the ride. Anyways, I'm gonna do Vlogtober, so please tune into that, please. My October is filled up with lots of goodies, so if you want to see what I got going on, tap in. Anyways, if you like the content that you're seeing, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I would love it if you stay here and join me. I appreciate my subscribers that I have, those of you that have stayed around, even though y'all probably was like, what the hell this girl got going on. But it's gonna get better, I promise. Only gonna get better from here. All right, y'all. So again, that's my road to 30. I'm actually 31 now, so yes, it took me a whole year to get my ish together, but it's only up from here, y'all. It's only up from here. Peace. So I felt it only right that if I did a video about moving to my dream city or moving to Houston, that I show y'all my apartment. However, it is not finished being set up. Like I said, I got rid of a lot of my furniture that was in South Carolina, and my partner moved from Georgia, so he didn't bring all of the furniture that he had with him either. So I'm gonna give y'all a tour, but the house is kind of empty. And then we decided that we don't like this apartment and we're gonna move when the lease is up. in January, so we're not gonna bring any more furniture in here because there's just some issues that I'd rather not say until we move. But if you can read in between the lines, we don't want to bring any more furniture here with the problems that we have at this place currently. But I'm gonna give y'all a small little tour. Don't be talking about my house because it's empty, okay? But hold on. We got shower. Said I just did my makeup, so it's still on the sink, but this is our sink. Pretty small bathroom actually for a master bedroom. But this is our bedroom. My favorite part of our bedroom is the dresser. I think I showed y'all this in my Vlogtober that I've already been filming, but that's all of Faye's cologne. This is my perfume. Some of them are missing because they're already in my suitcase for my trip. But so my Louis Vuitton is missing, Coco Chanel, and Jimmy Choo. But anyways, y'all see that if y'all follow my Vlogtober. We got TV, dresser, nightstand. Honestly, I think our closet is kind of small too for a master, and we use the other closet, so this is just like our everyday clothes. We got a couple things up top, but yeah, that's our everyday outfits because yeah. So hallway, there's like a linen closet here. This is the guest room that's not set up because like I said, we're not bringing any more furniture in here because yeah. So that's my suitcases for my trip. Again, if you watch my Vlogtober, then you'll know what that's about. But this is the guest bathroom. This is the stuff that came from my apartment. So we got like a little beach theme going on in here. A little beach theme. All this stuff came from my apartment though. We do have a guest bed. We need to get the frame, and then we're gonna put the sheets on it after we get the frame, and then we have to mount that TV. But again, we're just not very satisfied with this apartment, so I honestly don't think that me or Bae want to put any more work into it. I have my desk for work in here, and that's just because Bae's a truck driver, so when he comes home off the road, if he's like relaxing in the bedroom, I don't want to disturb him. There's a desk area downstairs, and we planned on buying a big old desk for it, and we didn't because again, we don't want to put anything else into this unit. It sucks. Y'all probably remember this mirror from when I used to do my try-on hauls in my apartment, period. But we don't have a couch yet. We went to Ikea, picked out a couch and an entertainment center, and then again decided that we don't want to put anything else into this apartment. We want to move. My grandma on my dad's side gave me these. Those DVDs are my grandpa's that passed away. I actually had those DVDs in my apartment, but I used to prop the camera up on them, so y'all probably never saw them. My grandma painted this as well. So we want to decorate our guest room with these paintings. TV, sound bar. This is Annie's little area. She's not here. She went to be babysat by my mom while I'm gone, but she has like a downstairs bed. Her bowls, they're in the wash right now. In her little container. We've got a half bath downstairs. Just a regular old bathroom. You know, toilet, all that. This is pretty much our kitchen. And there's Keurig, canisters. You know, I got that from Jamaica. And that's me and my dad in Dubai. Tell me that you and your bae work in the travel industry without telling me. Ha! So y'all, all of these magnets up here are from his travels. And all of these magnets down here are from my travels. Air fryer, the other pieces in the dishwasher, blender, juicer. So yeah, then just dining room. We just got a little table. That's my globe in the airplane on the table. And then this is the desk area. So as you can see, there's a file cabinet and a paper shredder. All of that is like stuff for a desk. And then we was gonna have a TV in here and all of that. And the desk was huge, so we were gonna have the big old desk, the file cabinet next to it. We were gonna put this cork board above the desk with all of our keychains, and then the TV like over here somewhere. But I'm glad we didn't order the desk, because the new place that we're thinking about moving doesn't have the space for it. Because we were gonna sign another lease here. Hold on, y'all. We were gonna sign another lease here, but like I said, I don't really want to tell y'all the issues with the place until we leave. But it's October 1st, and we're supposed to, our lease is up December 31st. And again, we were gonna stay for the year, and we've decided not to do that. So when we move and we get the rest of our furniture and we set up everything, count on an updated tour. This store is actually a little embarrassing. You guys, the reason why I keep looking like this is because I keep looking at the playback screen instead of the lens. But this tour is kind of embarrassing. But we're on the way to having, you know, a nice setup. Actually, this, to me, the nicest thing in here right now is the furniture in our room. And Bae was like, I want to get rid of the furniture in our room and put it in the guest room and then get new furniture for us. And let's get a king bed instead of a queen. And I was just like, but we're going to do that. Anyways, bye.